And another blockbuster ruling on the final day of opinions for the term. This one concerns LGBTQ+ content in elementary school classrooms. The case stemmed from a lawsuit out of Maryland. The question at the heart of the case: do parents have the right to opt their children out of exposure to themed storybooks with that content? All on the grounds that it violates their First Amendment religious rights. The justices decided yes, the parents can opt out their children. The conservative majority court ruled 6-3 along ideological lines. Joining us now, NBC News legal affairs reporter Gary Grumbach. So, Gary, first, how did the justices explain how they ultimately came to this conclusion?
So this is their conclusion right here, Zinclay. It's more than 100 pages, and it includes pictures of the books at the center of this case. And at the center of this is a religious rights case, right? Conservative justices expressed deep concern that parents wouldn't have the ability to opt their children out of some of this content. Justice Samuel Alito, writing in his opinion, quote, "The board's introduction of LGBTQ+ inclusive storybooks, along with its decision to withhold opt-outs, places an unconstitutional burden on the parents' rights to free speech of their religion." And as you can imagine, because this was split along ideological lines, the liberals were very upset with this decision, and Sonia Sotomayor, the justice, did have something to say about that, as she often does in these cases. She wrote in her dissent, quote, "The result will be chaos for the nation's public schools. Requiring schools to provide advance notice and the chance to opt out of every lesson plan or story time that might implicate a parent's religious beliefs will impose impossible administrative burdens on schools." This is just one of the many wins that the Trump administration had at the Supreme Court today. Zinclay.
And so how broad is this specific ruling? What does it mean for LGBTQ+ content as well as religious rights in classrooms beyond Maryland, but across the country?
Yeah, so I think part of what Justice Sonia Sotomayor was getting out there is the practicality of all of this, right? How do you go about going in every single classroom across the United States in what is, frankly, as we're talking about today, a nationwide injunction, right? This is stopping this from happening, making sure these opt-outs are available, and making sure that these teachers are actually allowing these students and these parents of these students to opt out. I think there's a lot of different plans and technicalities that do need to be figured out here, and this is going to be district by district, right? There's not going to be one size fits all for all public schools around the country. It's going to be every teacher, every classroom having its own rules here.
All right, Gary Grumbach, thanks so much.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.